discuss this a little bit. That's basically about it. So, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Our new company, which is almost available, actually it is available, because we don't pre-orders, the www.blackseriesedition.com. All right, first, so for those you don't know, that a fellow by the name of Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, aka his channel is Crows1176, committed 2 accounts of mail fraud against me and my company. And in this mail fraud, don't jump up there because my paperwork is up there, buddy. Boom. Want to go near the window? Don't jump on my paperwork. I'd appreciate it. In the mail fraud case, he committed, we're pulling his address right now. So we do have his actual address. We have it on file. So what happened was a fellow shipped us over products that weren't so. Now, usually this happens, people buy products, so someone ship you something, make the wrong color, wrong size, whatever. That's not intentionally mail fraud. But the product he shipped over to us didn't match anything on his website. As a matter of fact, he shipped us over black paint. And when he shipped us over black paint, we had to go and, of course, file a have not received claim against him, and therefore PayPal basically investigated, went through his account, and couldn't find anything that he made involving black paint. They went through his videos, they went through his website, they went through everything. They even went through transactions that he had made through that went through PayPal. There was nothing there showing anything showing up black paint. They were checking the videos from 5 years back on the Frankenstein, the Cinemax, and the Cinemax shows nothing of ever having a black paint ever made. But in his claim toward PayPal, false, again, claims he made toward PayPal, he does make a black Cinemax. That's what he claimed. We all know he doesn't. And because of that, he lost. So that was the first one he lost. But not only that, he signed his names to all the packages. I guess being smart or nasty, but it came back to bite him in the face. Now, second one, which is a more heavier one, basically the Frankenstein. The Frankenstein, again, going back and checking videos, which they did, they couldn't find anything the same color that he posted had on his website. And on top of that, we had a recording of the shopping cart before we actually placed the order, which clearly showed what we ordered, which was actually a Frankenstein, which is that light color. That's what it was. I don't know where he got that calling it gunmetal, but that's what it was. Now, because of that, and the verification on the shopping cart, which I clearly said at the end of the day, that the reason why I'm recording this due to the fact that we know that this individual is going to go in and change the color of the product and then ship us out something else, because again, he knows that PayPal is going to go through his account and find out that he doesn't have that color, but he wants to make sure that he can back it up. So because of that, we have a verification video which we submitted to the U.S. government or to the attorneys that take care of that, showing that in both accounts, that in unboxing videos, that both products came here not as described and they were highly tampered with. As I said, the Frankenstein basically clearly shows that in his website, he literally changed out the color of the product and deliberately shipped it to us knowing that it was not matching. And through PayPal, which we were able to show even more evidence, PayPal basically, he lost both claims and we won every last one of them. So let me see, which one is the address? This is the address right here. Let's turn to the side for a minute. So we can pull up the address. We need to print this out. Now this is being submitted for something else. Copyrights infringements. I told you not to touch my copyrights, did I not? I got your address right here, buddy. So this is going to be sent over to another attorney so they can start the process of basically filing against you for copyright up before we go to the next stage. Now getting back to the mail fraud, yeah, multiple times this individual went in and, like I said, twice he shipped us down items that were What's the full name on him? Oh, I knew that was his full name. I didn't know he spelled it that way. Yeah, both times he went in. We're going to print this out anyway. We'll have a copy of this anyway. Both times he went in and he committed that fraud. So, two things you need to basically get caught in copyright, no, sorry, copyright and mail fraud is one, you have to show that what the person has done was maliciously done, which we have proof on both of those through PayPal, showing that he lost both cases due to fraud. And two, it must show that he used the United States Postal Service as a term to carry out the act, which he did. Each unboxing shows the United States Postal Service with his signature attached to it. So that's all we needed to prosecute him. So this is his address. This is his real address. We've gotten multiple fake addresses from Crow, but this is his actual real address right here. We got this because something he did to a customer, he ticked them off, and they posted his address. So we got it here. All right, let me see what we need to do from here. I need a printout of this, and I need to forward this into a file for the other attorneys to take care of the other mess. All right, let me see. Let's come out of here. Let's print this one. Now, see, at the end of the day, I'm not you, Jamie. I could take the camera and I could swing it around. I could show people where you really live at. And I told you, he got some people ticked off. On Instagram, he went and started carrying on and got nasty with these individuals. But I'm not that type of person at the end of the day. Your address is strictly for me and my attorneys, and that's basically about it. And the U.S. government. That's it. I'm not interested in that nonsense. I don't do that nonsense at the end of the day. There we go. Okay, this should be easy. All right, good. And that is full name. Right, I want another copy of that one too. Let me see. Okay, now it's the other one. Give me the other one, cancel this one. Here's one actually going up in the other one. I want to print out this one. I need the full. Alright, that's something that's magnetized. Give me this one. This one's magnetized. Alright. Give me this one. So that's what happened now. Basically, like I said, he shipped this down. I don't know why he did it. Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny. But again, it cost him in the long run. He's just been better off just basically just canceling my order, or just basically just shipping out what we ordered. Now, if he had shipped this down gray paint, I'd been a little bit hard to try to basically say that he committed fraud. But again, the Frankenstein, because again, we recorded our shopping carts before we processed the order. All right, that's a perfect copy right there. We'll use that one right there. That's an excellent perfect copy. You know, if you just basically shipped me down what I asked for, and you didn't try to steal from me at the end of the day, you wouldn't be in this situation. But this is what he's being prosecuted for mail fraud. Let me see. Okay, that's all finished. So these are the unboxing videos that we have on the blacklist of both products. These were actually sent over to emailed over to United States Postal Service, showing the unboxing videos, showing one product coming up with black paint. The other one came up with the dark gray paint. We also submitted the other video showing that the item was changed at the last minute and clearly shows an act of fraud because that's not what we ordered. So you can't do stuff like this, and this is the reason why he's being prosecuted. So he signed his name to the package. I'm gonna do this upstairs. I'm taking these forms. I'm gonna do these forms down here and submit those in. Now again, I don't know what you thought you were gonna get out of this. Whether you're gonna just take my money or maybe you were going to, I don't know, I guess you thought you were gonna keep the money. I don't know how that was gonna work out for you. I don't know how you thought that was gonna work out for you at the end of the day. I don't know what was going through your head, what was your mind process. Don't know. But I can tell you one thing. It was a very stupid thing to do. Extremely stupid. And now it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you a lot. Now how's this going to look when you go to court? You got mail fraud and you got another charges coming up for you for copyrights. That's not going to go well for you at all, period. You got too many fraud charges popping up on you. It's not going to go well. This is definitely going to land you without an ankle bracelet. Hope you get an ankle bracelet, but I doubt you're going to get one. So if you get on camera and you say, oh, you have some evidence? Oh, we got evidence. We got more than what we need. Even everything you said to PayPal when you were trying to lie about how you weren't, all that's going to be showing up in court. They can be subpoenaed to give up those records. But they're going to give up anyway. It doesn't make a difference. Everything you said when you claimed that the Cinemax came in black, all that information is right there. So there it is right there. You signed your name to the package, right? So that's the package right there he sent over to us with the black paint. And that's the case he lost against PayPal. Because even PayPal saw at the end of the day that your product didn't come in black. And that's why you thought you'd be a little smarter this time around when it came to the Frankenstein. I'm just going to change the color out in my shopping cart. And then that way, if he goes and files a complaint, he has nothing he can do because I can show that I had the color that matches his product. But what you didn't realize is that I recorded my shopping cart. It's called a Frankenstein color verification and stated before your product ever hit the house, before you ever change the color, that the reason why I'm doing this is just in case if the person decides to change out the color on the website, which you did, you sealed your own fate. This is going to promise you to give you some serious, you may get some serious time out of this. I wouldn't be taking the life so lightly right now, I really wouldn't.
It came earlier than I thought. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird, my company is Crystal Wave Technology.
What's the post office got?
We got a spring paint right here in the kitchen. Right here on the table, kitchen table. Which is interesting because I sat there and said that I wanted his product right on the table. And here it is, on the table, in the kitchen. Alright, so let's see if we got what we're supposed to be going. Because like I said, with this particular individual, I have purchased things from him in the past. And quite a few times he has sent us back stuff that wasn't actually what we ordered. So let's make sure what's in that package is in that package. Alright, so from what I've seen already, there's nothing in there but the product itself. There's also some concerns raised on the packaging, and I'll tell you why. You see that package right there? That's an $8 package right there. This is why we went directly to the website, because two reasons why. We went to the website, number one, because we have a detailed receipt showing what we did purchase. Number two, it's free shipping. Like I said, it's free shipping. We're on the eBay account. You're going to pay $20 for shipping.
If someone is able to prove that you are scamming people, the United States Postal Service, by claiming that it costs you $21 to ship down a package, and if they ever get one of those mailers right there showing that they paid more, you're in trouble. You're in a lot of trouble, because there's another one that people can hit you with at the end of the day. So if anyone ordered from the eBay account and you pay $21 and you get a mailer in there that looks like this, you paid $8.49, which means what happened to the rest of your money? And if you didn't get it express shipping overnight or anything like that, well, express shipping for overnight would be like $40. But But if you didn't get that express shipped overnight or anything like that, and you paid the regular 2 to 3 days to get it there, that's basically committing fraud.
And if it comes in one of those mailers, like you see right here, it's an $8 mailer, it's a $20 shipping charge. So you think about that either way. Hoping what's in here is supposed to did a really good job. Even though it was in a mailer, he did a really good job packing it up.
You messed up.
Much better than what we got the last time from the customer, because the customer had like one little piece of tape and they busted it in the bag. Did a much better job. He's been following my videos. He's been following my wrapping videos. Look at this. We don't mind if people copy what we do.
It's a live unboxing of your product with your name on the side of the package.
Yeah, and again, he did it again. Now the honest man as always. All right, Crow, we gotta go file a complaint against you. Wow. I would have thought you had been a little bit more respectful than that, Crow.
Messed up, man.
At the end of the day. So we gotta go file a complaint against Crow. Crow has basically committed fraud already. Look at this. That's sad. This individual can't do anything right. So we know for a fact that
you messed up big time, and I mean big time. That's 20 to 30 years with a $1 million fine. So you maliciously sent me over black paint. You don't make black paint. You don't have any traces of making black paint, nothing whatsoever. And PayPal went through your accounts and figured that out and came back and says, no, we don't see any signs of them making any of this at all, period. This is clearly fraud. And we won. That's the first account.
the Cinemax is a lighter mix, and this is definitely not a lighter mix. So when you get on the phone, make a couple phone calls, get our money back on our account. We'll be sending this right back to you, just to let you know, because we didn't open it. We don't have to open it. We'll send it right back to you. Also, too, we'll show you how to override his policy.
And we did override his policy, got the money right back on our account. Because again, didn't you just sign your name to that package? That's why the guy said, well, is he slow? I said, no, he's not slow. He just ain't all there sometimes. You messed up. All right, that's account one. There is the PayPal claim showing that we won our claim against you. The time, date, all that right there, won in our favor. Second claim. Frankenstein. Scammed it on the Frankenstein. Here we go. This is the verification video we shot before the item ever got here.
We on your screens. We're on the website, Crow's website, because we want to make sure that the color is exactly as claimed to be. Keep in mind, we've been through a situation where we actually ordered a Cinemax from this individual, and we ended up getting black paint. So we want to make sure he doesn't go into the site and change the color of the product.
Did you just hear what I said, Jamie, in that video? That video was shot 2 days before your product ever reached your house. It was shot pre-record, so that way we can show that before your item ever made it to the house, that we sat there and shot this video to verify the color that we ordered from you in your shopping cart on your website, and sat there and stated in the video, just in case if he decides to change the color. And what did you do? You went in and you changed the color at the last minute after you shipped out the item. Apparently he didn't see the video, because if he saw the video, he wouldn't have changed the color. Unless he was stupid at the end of the day and he just decided, well, I don't care. What can he do? Well, you're about to find out real soon. So this is another act of mail fraud. Even this is the nail in the coffin, because it shows us recording our transaction and showing the color of the product before and making the statement just in case if he goes and changes out the color, which you did. You did exactly what we said you were going to do. And that right there shows more evidence of malicious intentions and also using the United States Postal Service to carry out your act.
Or anything else that you may try to do to try to win a claim into the product. So we
we want to make sure he doesn't go into the site and change the color of the product or anything else that you may try to do to try to win a claim that the product gets here and it's not what it's supposed to be. So we always like to make sure we have recordings to back up anything that we're doing. So we just show pictures and everything, make sure that this is the item that we're getting, this is the color we're getting. For some reason, size 32 ounce, well, everybody's copying what we're doing. We started at 32 ounces, a 42 ounce, it was black, and you see that color there, Jamie? That's the shopping cart we made the order from. This right here seals your fate. Any chance you had of basically fighting it or trying to get around it, this is your nail in your coffin. It clearly shows even more that you committed fraud on your site. When they get done with you, they will go to Wix personally and they will demand to have your site removed due to the fact that it's involved in an investigation for fraud, which means if you committed fraud, you're probably committing fraud against other people and they need to shut you down. They will shut down your YouTube channel. They will shut down your PayPal account. They will shut everything down that has to do with that investigation because they have to end anywhere where you're basically committing any acts of fraud. They have to remove it automatically. Just like that, everything will go black. I don't know why you did this. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen anybody do in their entire life. All you had to do was give me back my money or just basically go in and just ship me what I paid for. What was the problem? How hard would it have been for you to just ship me what I paid for? What was the problem? Instead of going through all this. The individual tried to claim that the product came in that particular color when it didn't come in that particular color. And I guess going to learn from his past mistakes, PayPal went through his website and found that he didn't have a color option there for black and for the color, I guess it was supposed to come in, which was supposed to be a very light gray. So just want to make sure that we have a recording of this. So that way when the item gets here, there's no changes in the website, anything being altered or anything to support the claim that the product that was sent here is exactly what it is. So now apparently you didn't see this video, because if you had saw that video, I think you would have shipped us out what we wanted, or you would have turned the money back to my account. But for some reason you didn't see that video. Oh man. Package gets here. There we go. Put his name, Crow the Best, on here. That's where you're messed up, because you got to have it putting the best, Crow the Best to the best. So that's matching with the first one, it's matching with the second one. So let's see what we got in here. Let's see if we can back this product. First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crows1176 Technology Screens, and we put in an order for Crows Frankenstein screen paint. Now, like I said, if the product is black paint, we've had this issue before with him shipping us black paint. Before, we ordered a Cinemax from him, and we received black paint in the mail. So like I said, oh, butcher knife just to open up the package. Scissors here, nothing. I have to double the meter with this. Now, why did Jamie change out the color? Well, I'll tell you why. Because he was trying to basically compete with the gunmetal technology we had downstairs. The problem where Jamie messed up is that because screens downstairs literally are hit with so much light that they come out lighter than what they look like. Those screens are actually super dark. And when he was looking at it, he was trying to match the paint close enough to what we had downstairs, so that way he can say in this video that, hey, I have the same product, I can make it for, I get it for cheaper, such and such, and so you guys are paying too much money. That's what he was trying to do. But he didn't realize that the gunmetal we have downstairs looks lighter. Black screens come down lighter because of the tremendous amount of light that's hitting the screen. If you had done more demonstrations in fully lit environments, you would have noticed this happens to screens all the time that are in lots of lighting. They will actually look a little lighter. When you bring them up in regular lighting, they come darker because, again, they're not used to being hit with that much light downstairs. That's what you didn't click. We'll show you the back of everything we talk about. Let's get this going. He has to go through these little packages. You're going to notice that nothing you do is basically what you call in sync.
When we send you our packages, everything will be in sync. You always have to do something special with your packages.
You signed your name to everything. And I told you that. Don't sign your name to stuff like that. You don't listen to anybody at all, period. You're hard-headed. Sign your name on everything.
And it's nice to have these little signatures that you signed your name to. That's fantastic.
Man.
All right, so we got this right here. All right.
Best of the best.
Now we have this. So we put his signature all over the package right there.
Messed up.
Okay. Now let's get through this. I don't want to ruin this. I want to keep this right here, so I don't want to ruin that. Let's see if we can get around get this open.
Now, did PayPal and both accounts tell us to send it back? No, they just throw it in the trash. That's what we did. We threw it in the trash. That's what PayPal orders do. Here's your money back. Throw it in the trash because it's fraud. They're not going to have me send it back to him because he could use it to commit fraud against somebody else. So PayPal had to automatically throw it in the trash. That's what he was charged with, fraud charges.
Now, I was able to also get a hold of the company Knox. I think it's N-O-X. They're not listed here in the States, but I was able to get a hold of them to get some samples of their darker paints. And I'm checking out Goose Ring as we speak. See what they have. All right, see what they have here. I don't want to mess the wrapping up. I like this. He's got his signature on here, so I want to keep that. I'm just tearing the outside. But I don't want to mess up the signature. We don't need anything. I just want the signature.
Now, I know, Jamie, that at this particular time you were watching this and you were grinning from ear to ear thinking, man, this is going to go well for me. You didn't realize you were going to get slapped with mail fraud charges, did you? Yeah, that's what comes from doing dumb stuff. That's the outcome.
That intact. And let's see. Now remember, Crow, we took a verification recording of your product, and that does not look like the same color that you sell your gunmetal in. Let's have a look at your website real quick. Matter of fact, we have a verification video. I forgot about that.
So on the website, he changed out the color at the last minute. We go back to the verification video. It doesn't match it on the website. Doesn't match what we ordered. Which means it shows that you clearly went into your website, which PayPal noticed, manipulate the color, committing fraud on your website, and then going back and shipping out the product. Which is extremely dangerous because, again, for other customers, because you really don't have a color or what the color of your product is, you can ship anybody anything and just change out the colors at will. And that right there, they consider to be a serious account of fraud. Well.
We recorded the color of the product so we know we can get exactly what we paid for. Busted! You got you again! Look!
Busted, he was
mad. Exactly what I bought.
He was so mad that he was ranting. You could see him ranting in the Watchman going up to my try it. No, buddy, we ain't got to try it. We know automatically from the door that we did that video so you can back up your product by shipping us exactly what we ordered. And you couldn't do it. And to even show that you still can't back your products at the end of the day, you went through this complete entire rant about, oh, he's afraid to try my products. Well, we ordered your product again. You know how many times I ordered the Frankenstein? So after Crow went in screaming about how we threw his product in the trash and were afraid to test it, we bought it again. And guess what he did? Did he send the item over? No, he canceled the order and put the money back in my account. So all that trash you were talking about on camera about how we were afraid to test your product out and how we didn't want to put it against the screen paint, well, we bought it again to bring it down here for testing again. That color, this time we bought that color. And you canceled the order and put the money back into my banking account. What was the problem then? You talked all that trash on camera about how I'm not afraid to test it. So I bought it again. I gave you another $90. And what did you do with it? You didn't even keep it. You put the money right back in my account and canceled the order, as I thought you were. Don't go on camera talking a lot of nonsense. I tell you, if I want to basically keep you quiet, I just buy your products and watch you put the money back in my banking account. And you got busted again. Product didn't even match.
it should match that right there. Because that's what you're advertising on your website. Let me see.
I'm going to explain something to you. Learn what the word commissary and books mean, because you're going to need it. I'm telling you honestly up front. I hope you get an ankle bracelet, but you got 2 accounts of mail fraud, so you're not going to get an ankle bracelet. It's not going to happen. You're not getting probation out of this. That's definitely not going to happen. And my attorneys are basically wrote in enough information to state that you are basically you're a serious scammer and you need to be dealt with. So they're going to push for jail time. So I don't even know how this is going to work. And for those you don't know, you know, what I mean by commissary in your books, you put, maybe you don't know, you don't know, putting money on your books so you can buy things from the store. This will make life a little easier while you're in there. It may give you a chance to bargain a few things to it on top of that. But if you have a $1 million fine sticking over top of your head, guess what happens to the money on your books? It goes bye-bye because you owe money. That's what they also call restitution too. That happens to people. You hit somebody with a car and you go to jail for it and you have to pay a certain amount of fines back. Guess what happens to money on your books? It goes disappear. Unless you can trust somebody to put that money transferred to their book so it doesn't come up. But then you got to trust them at the end of the day.
And you already messed up. That fast, Crow? Come on. I give you an opportunity, man. I give you an opportunity. And you messed up. Look at the color of that. And look at the color that's on your website. That's not the same color.
Messed up, man. That's 2 counts.
Still doing dumb stuff. Wow, that's all you...
2 counts of mail fraud, man. You messed up and you signed your name on packages and all that stuff. That's why I told you when my buddy came in, he worked for the post office and he looked through, he was like, is he slow? I was like, no, you're not slow. You're just stupid. You just do dumb stuff at the end of the day. Oh, man. Unbelievable. This is where it hurts the most.
Let me pause this for a minute.
If you've seen my series Tales of Urban
Buddy, because we can make this. This is the...
I told you that. Oh, remember I told you about the screen paint, the 2.0? See the video right there? That's the black and white paint mixture. That's the name of the video. It's called the 2.0. It's black and white paint. That's why you don't see the Metallica 2.0 on his website anymore, because that's actually how you make it for free. Yeah, that one too. Hold on for a minute, we can click on that for a minute. We can come back to this one. This is how we realize that the Frankenstein is the exact same thing as a UV mix, because we have the UV mix here and the Frankenstein, they're both the same color. And that's the reason why he wouldn't send it back over when we ordered it again the 3rd time around, is because he knew we can make it. We made the UV mix right on camera. It was like something like a reversal of black and from 6 tablespoons of white paint. We were able to actually make the exact duplicate of the product using his demonstration there. Oh, we got to click on this for a minute. We can come back to this. This one we got to click on. This is why you don't see the Metallica Mix 2.0 anymore. This is what happened to it. This is the Metallica Mix 2.0.
The exact same thing. This is the video, right?
There you go. This is the Metallica Mix, made with 2 tablespoons of black paint. And this is the same ingredients we use to make 3 of his screen paints, including the UV mix. Man, y'all be getting robbed, boy. Y'all get robbed on some level. We were good. We're gonna take care of this real quick, real fast. This is gonna be taken care of.
And mute the sound so you can't hear his voice. We're gonna make this exact duplicate of this. Pretty much. It's just basically black and white paint. 2 scoops of black paint.
Now, please do explain this one, because one of the things we gave him on this was a 2-year challenge. And in this 2-year challenge, he was supposed to take that paint right there go on a live stream and make 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's how many teaspoons of black paint per quart, and see how close they came to matching his products. So what's wrong with this video? The problem is what you're seeing here is this is how a screen paint is made. The problem is he gave this away for free. When I told you he gave away free products, I wasn't joking with you. This is an old video that we got from somebody sent it to us. And in the old video shows Jamie making a free screen paint product on camera. This is when he used to give out products away for free. And then he started selling them. But the problem is that the products that he's selling is actually matching the product he was giving away for free. So he sold you something that you literally could have made yourself. But even worse, now you have the Network Grade 773. That doesn't even require that. This is off the shelf. And that matched. The Bear Silver Screen, that matched. Well, you guys then they're gonna get bamboozled. Look at this. So we made the same ingredients right there on camera. Made the same ingredients, one in, coated it to a surface, and then took the personal mix, not the Metallica mix. We took a sample of the personal mix, put it against the screen, and blended right in.
Painted my screens in half black paint, painted my screens with different coats of blackout.
You see that sample sheet in the middle? That's the personal mix right there, next to the Metallica mix 2.0. That's how we figured out how to make his products. It's just nothing but black and white paint, that's it. And you guys are going out, well, not my people, right? You people who support that nonsense, yeah, you've been getting robbed left and right on so many levels, it's not even funny. Not even funny. You be a little closer to the screen. There you go. I'll push you a little closer to the screen. That way you can see it real good. I'm going to put my zoom up because I need something else, but I'll put you right there. So you can get a good look at what your product really is at the end of the day. Why do you think there's no test? Why do you think there's no batch numbers? Why? There you go. That's why.
Can't really get mad at me. It was your video up there for everybody to see. I just happened to go in and say, what would happen if I just mix this stuff and put it against this?
So that's why you can't find the video anymore.
Your fault.
The lie on the Frankenstein where he says it was his first mix. No, if it was your first mix, the Frankenstein would have been free. So, I know that your naysayers come in the room trying to figure out what evidence we have. Well, your naysayers are hurt pretty bad every time they come in here because they get reminded of the product that they purchased, they were scammed. And they're the laughing stock of the projection industry. You bought black and white paint. That's what you bought.
Anytime you put something out for free for anyone to make, you can no longer, you can't claim it as a patent.
You guys got railroaded, man.
At all.
So, you know, it is what it is.
Don't you give it out for free, what you doing right now. That's 2 teaspoons black.
I saw that was like, yep.
Black and white paint. Keep in mind, it doesn't make a difference what brand it is. You go to a certain brand, up a certain brand.
Well, we've been telling y'all getting robbed, and y'all getting robbed. And I mean, in the room, they'd be crying when they see y'all in there talking about, oh, it's amazing, and so they're in the room making jokes of you. They record, you know, they record the transcripts when y'all in there talking, and they post them on forum sites, and your guys become jokes. Because everybody knows what's in that paint. You guys don't know. It's black and white paint, half of it's matching house paint. You guys become jokes. So when you guys are in the forum site and they're watching you at the bottom, people go in and record that and they post those next to these videos like, look, these guys in the day, they think this is real screen paint. Your guys are considered to be jokes.
Can't duplicate that. There's a difference.
You got a house paint, man. You literally made your product out of house paint.
Got some black paint here. There's exactly the video right here. And mute the sound so you can't hear his voice. We're going to make this exact duplicate of this, pretty much. It's just basically...
Yeah, dumb that. I ain't trying to call y'all stupid at the end of the day, but you know how bad that makes y'all look? This guy is sitting there making your product out of black and white paint. And y'all at the bottom talking about, oh, it looks amazing, it looks incredible. I can't, are you? Wow, that's messed up. Now, this particular time, what he had at the bottom of this post was legit because all he was doing is basically giving away a free product. So people like the results of it. But if he's selling it and you're buying something he was giving away from free for day one and you're even raving about it and then this video pops up, that doesn't look good for you.
You can't put a copyright claim, put anything on it because you gave it out for free. Understand that. Anytime the Crow Boys, you understand.
And Crow Boys in there coming in the room ranting and carrying on talking about his products are the best. Well, how do you feel about that now? You got freaking bare silver screen, Network Gray 773, him in the video again too, bombing. And now you got this one, him making free products in black and white paint. If I ask one of y'all, like, so where you test that? Batch number, you get a batch number with that? Any tests against house paints or anything like that? Don't even come in there if you got network. If you got that Cinemax, don't even bother coming into a chat room. You definitely get trashed in there. Everybody knows that's house paint. Don't even bother coming in there talking about, oh, look at my amazing. Don't come in there with that nonsense, man. Somebody will freaking flash a picture of Sherman Williams and you will get embarrassed. You'll get hurt and you'll have to leave the room. Can't come in there with that product. Anybody can make the product. That's the problem you got there. Anybody can make the product. Now, remember the sample sheet I showed you? That's laying on our technology. See the bigger screen? That's the paint we made. So that's the paint we made from his tutorial, and that is his personal mix. Next to our technology. That completely washed out. So not only did we go in and take the ingredients, make the ingredients, put it against a different paint that had nothing to do with his, have it match, take the same two screens, stick it against our screen, and level them. Yeah, that's pretty bad. And this is what you guys at the end of the day, the naysayers, I feel sorry for. This is what happened to y'all. Y'all got scammed. What happened to that? Oh, what black projector was that I had in there? What was that? Was that a ViewSonic? Did I give this away? I probably gave it away, knowing me. I'm known for giving stuff away. I probably did give it away. There's a black projector in there. I need to buy me another one of those. Anyway, so yeah. That's what it comes down to. Y'all have been getting scammed from day one. Y'all have been getting scammed. And this is what I've been coming on here warning y'all. Now y'all hurt, upset, and angry because it's outed. But it is what it is. You've been getting scammed. And this is the reason why we're going in and we already filed with the United States Postal Service to prosecute this individual for trying to scam my company, for sending me down black paint and some Frankenstein nonsense that didn't even match the product that we ordered. How much more you guys have been getting scammed, and you've been thinking all that time that you were getting this amazing product and you were just getting everyday basic house paint, something that you could have just basically did yourself. So these are the two options you have when it comes to home theater. I'm gonna tell you what it is. You have the certified screens. If you're griping over freaking what our paint costs, then you can't afford to certify. You definitely ain't going in anywhere near any of those screens at the end of the day. They cost way too much money at the end of the day. If you want to get cheated and get products that are untested at the end of the day, basically house paint at the end of the day, go buy the house paint products, because again, they can't back their products and they match house paint at the end of the day. Or you buy our technology, which basically at the end of the day can beat certified gray screens and just about everything you can name at it, and we can back our products up 100%. Those are the only three options you got. So my customers have no problem, but you naysayers at the end of the day, that's what you are left with. Without us in the equation, either you're going to have very deep pockets and you'll spend money for a high-end screen, which at the end of the day we can beat with no problem. Our customers have screens that are better than yours, because again, even certified screens, my customer screens are better than certifieds. So that's where they stand at. We're not stuck in the dark. We don't have to worry about this and not to worry about that. None of the nonsense that you guys have to go through at the end of the day. Or you can basically go with the high-end screens. I mean, $3,000, $5,000 is what you'll have to cough out. And still, again, my customers at the end of the day will have a screen far more affordable and can take out a certified. So you're gonna have to either bite the bullet and buy from me. Isn't that interesting? That's the only choices you got. I've already seen just about everything out there. I've seen all of the black screens we have out there. None of them are running the test that we run at the end of the day, which means they can't back their products up under our tests, which means their products actually can't perform better than our products. So that makes us the dominant screen. We can knock out all certified, so that makes us the dominant screens, and the ones who won't go against us won't touch us with a 10-foot pole because they already know. White screens, no, can't even touch us. So we now become the dominant technology. So only options you got, you have to buy from me. And you can choose, you don't want to buy from me, then guess what? You're stuck with this nonsense or white screen. And that's if you can't afford the certifieds. That's what you're stuck with. Now, let me see. I need to go over to where we was at. I need to finish this up. I don't think I have any demonstration. Oh, we got the projector mapping to do, and that's basically about it. Okay. That's pretty much what we got to do in there. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just telling you this is how it is. This is how people perceive you. They don't go to a farmer site and you start talking about that product. The first thing people start laughing about, oh, you got that's that Sherman-Williams mix. You're not celebrated over there. They know what's in your products. You go to any one of them high-end sites, the first thing, like, we made this stuff already. It's the first thing we went through when we first started having the screens. Most people who started with the white screen will go near a great product. They go to Home Depot, Lowe's, one of them places, they'll make it themselves. You have to show a difference between what they made and what you have. So that's what you're going to be dealing with. And if they have deep pockets, some of them don't even bother with that. They just, man, I'll get myself a black diamond and be done with it. I'll get myself a laser train and be done with it. They got the money, they will pay for it. You have to show what makes your product different from theirs. So I can go into any one of those form sites with these high-end projection screens and, yeah, I know you got the money to pay for this. I'll skin off your nose. But I can show you at the end of the day where my technology is far more advanced and I'm using a projector way cheaper than yours. So when I go in there and I take that black series and I take whatever sample sheet that they have for their screen, because that's what they bought first before they got the screen, and I stick it against mine next to a white sheet of paper, and that sucker turns their screen white, guess where the sale comes in at? Also a little regret too, because they paid a lot of money for a screen. Well, why couldn't you have come up sooner? That would have been nice before I spent $3,000 for a screen. Yeah. But a gray screen can't do that. A gray screen can't go in there overpower a diamond. Are you kidding me? A diamond would crush a gray screen. You've seen the demonstration we did on the contrast levels of a Dark Star 9 versus the Network Gray 773. It got crushed. So you walk in there with that, like, please, give me a break, man. You mean to tell me that? Nah, it ain't gonna work. We can even walk in there with OLEDs at the end of the day, because again, in that OLEDs room they have in there, with people talking about their screens, you go in there and say, hey, how come you guys ain't got a projector? Wait for the onslaughts and insults, because they're coming. The first thing they'll say is, I'm only stuck in a dark environment. Can't pull 100% black level. That comes up quite a lot. I have a gray screen, ain't pulling no black level next to no OLED. Diamonds thing ain't pull black level next to an OLED. None of the gunmetals can. Where would you get a gunmetal screen? It ain't dark. No, they're not black. They're gunmetal gray. They're not black. I want to in order for me to think about a projection screen compared to the OLED, it's going to have to be black. Hello, how you doing? Do you know who I am? So when I walk in there with a jet black screen, fully lit environment on a cheap projector, guess who turns around and they purchase? We can even get the TVs from people who buy OLED technology to switch over to black technology. What can you argue? We pull 100% contrast level. We pick up bright levels. We can be using fully lit environments, and we don't even require expensive projectors. We cost less than your TV. If I wanted to upgrade your TV's performance, I can get a 4K projector and still be cheaper than your TV and bigger than your TV. We did that one already. You can't go in there with a gray screen. Nah, ain't gonna work. You got that tons of tests to back it up. All right, let me see where we're at on this right here, because I want to get past all this right here and be done with the things to do here. And we're doing this over here with the Black Series there. Now, the whole purpose of us developing our technology, and again, the naysayers keep forgetting this, it never had anything to do with you. When I first started my business, it had never had anything. Well, how would it be about you if you weren't even thought of? I didn't even know who you were. So how could it have been about you? It was nothing to do with you at all. It became a part of you when y'all tried to basically come at us. That's when it became a part of y'all. And then we had to just basically come out here and just crush you guys and go about our business and crush you guys and go about our business. We did. It was never about you. It was always, when I first started off, my company was based on the fact of designing technology that everybody could afford and basically seeing $5,000 and $3,000 projection screens I thought was insane. So why can't we make a projection screen paint better than the certified screens? It had nothing to do with you mixers at the end of the day. It was always about certified. If I go out there, when I'm out there, they don't know you guys at the end of the day. They never heard of a Crow or a Park. They don't know you guys. The only thing they know is Diamond, Elite screens, Daylight screens, DMP Supernova. They know them. That's what they know. And apparently, as when we get out there, they will know us too. That's what they know. Okay. They don't know you guys. You're not even mentioned. I told you, when I'm doing business, I'm going to bump into one of them. Pretty much, probably very rare that I bump into one of those screens. But majority of the screens we're going to bump in are white screens. And if you take a great product and put it against a white screen, it's not really going to do much. It's a slight little bump. It's not going to be a game changer. Screens are still going to wash out. If that was the case, and y'all could do all the demonstrations that we do in fully lit environments, I have yet to see the massive 250-inch screen displayed on your website, because you can't do it. You haven't even done 150-inch. Haven't done 100-inch. You have no demonstrations really outside. But let's not talk about that. It's neither here nor there. Let's go get back to this mail fraud thing, because that's what you're really going to have to worry about. I mean, at the end of the day, who really cares about what matches what? You need to get rid of past this nightmare first. Because this is what's going to be the problem for you. This is what's going to bring you the nightmares. You're going to have to get past this first. And that's why I said I don't understand to this day why you just give me back my money? Why did you have to do something that stupid to begin with? I don't know what's wrong with this man at the end of the day. Why?
Exact same color as your UV mix. And the UV mix.
So when I was looking at your product here, right, I was staring like we've seen this before. I couldn't figure out where. And then I remembered the UV mix. This was a container. We threw out your products. We actually forgot to throw out one of the containers, which was the UV mix, which is kind of interesting. We forgot to throw it out. And here it is now. We have this Frankenstein here, and it's the exact same color as the UV mix. That's why you don't know the color of your products. If all your products are saying gunmetal, because you don't know the colors of them. But it's the same color.
Mix was made on a reversal. We made this using the same demonstration of the screen paint. I think I'm over here for a minute and pull this up. Don't put your screens under that.
Now this is where Jamie messes up badly. Now I told you the reason why he changed the color out, again, to back it with PayPal, but also too, he was trying to send us a product that was going to match deep gunmetal. If you know anything about the history of me developing gunmetal screens, you would know these are extremely dark screens, but they're so dark they can be mistaken for black screens. I told you the best and the most interesting gunmetal is a gunmetal screen that is right on the edge. The closer to the edge do you get to being black, but not black, makes it the best gunmetal ever. So it's like every screen is just trying to get on the very edge of it, but not tilt over into the layer of black. They want to be just on that edge. And if you can get it just on the edge, you have maintained a beautiful gunmetal, especially in color. Now, you're still going to have to be able to get it to produce the white levels and all the testing and all. You still got to go through all that. But just to get that color just right there, the closer you get to the edge, the better you get with the gunmetal. That's why I said the gunmetal he's showing is not gunmetal. It's actually what he's showing to you is a fake gunmetal. Gunmetal is supposed to be super black. That's why some of the gunmetal demonstrations I'm feeling, is that a black screen? Then I get later, I see it without the picture. Oh, it's freaking gunmetal. That's good gunmetal. That's the thing about, I give the guy credit on the Dragonfly. I don't like the fact that he does demonstrations in a dark environment. That's not for us. But I do like the Dragonfly, because the Dragonfly has a really interesting, rich gunmetal. It's like right on that edge. It's nice. Very good job I give him on that one. But he really shouldn't display the technology in the dark. All right, so this right here is the UV mix. This is a Frankenstein. That right there is a 39 Superior gunmetal.
That kind of scrutiny, so your screens are not used to seeing that. You thought our screen was this color, right? No. 38 gunmetal, 39, sorry, are extremely dark. This is the color of it, right here. The reason why the screen looked the gray it did downstairs, again, being hit with a ton of light. So, no, you would have never been able to match this product, even if you made your product that color, due to the fact that this would pull a much higher contrast level because the screen is darker, and it means...
Now, Jamie, do you see the lesson you learned here? You committed mail fraud. You committed fraud on your website. You manipulated, you lied. And again, this right here is our technology. This right here is your gray screen paint. And I can tell by looking at it, there's black and white paint in it. It doesn't match our product at all in any way whatsoever. You thought from watching the demonstrations downstairs or when the screen was being rose up and was being hit with all that light, you thought that was the color. No, that's what happens when a screen is introduced with a ton of light. But if you did demonstrations like that, you would have known that. But you're in the dark all the time, so you wouldn't pick it up. But that's what you saw.
the colors would pop even higher. But this color, I've seen it somewhere before. This is a color that you had for the UV mix, right here. Exactly the same. And we can make this because we made it here in the video. We did a live stream.
So not only did you get the color wrong, which you committed fraud. Yeah, not good. Not good at all, period. Now, as for making the UV mix, yeah, we made it. We literally made 3 of the screen paints using his tutorial video right here. This is how we did it. We went in and we made his products.
But man, there's just so much to talk about on this whole scam thing, Crow, man. Like I said, all that time out there talking about...
We don't talk about this one right here. You see that mix right here? This is a Metallica mix. This is a mix he no longer sells because, again, you can make it. But he doesn't talk about that one. We had a customer ship that over to us, and we made it right there.
How his products are supposed to be this, that, and the other. We were able to match his products to black and white paint. And I've seen these demonstrations on black and white paint. One of the deleted videos where he removed off his site showing him making a black and white screen product. Right here, we got a perfect match of the UV mix right here. We got a perfect match over here of the cinema right here. Not the cinema, but the mix called the freaking, Metallica Mix 2.0. Is this a 4? This is a 3. I got it marked at the bottom which one's a which. Was done pre-recorded, paint them in, dry them, each one matched.
How do you explain this mess, man?
The first one was done a little different. We got the UV on the first try, we got the Metallica on the first try, but when we did the person, we did it differently.
Made it.
Just seeing how much it would take. We started off with 2. We started with 3.
Your tutorial videos.
And this is what we got. Now, where you see the green tape at, that's where the UV mix is right there. They're all blended in. You can't see them. Perfect matches all the way across. We were able to make all 3 of these products for only $40. $23 for the gallon, $17 for the quart. As I told you before that, at the end of the day, I kept saying it's black and white paint because I'm looking at when you open up the containers, you're only off by a couple of shades. Green, literally, like you couldn't even tell unless you don't see the ages right here. There's a screen actually here, but yeah, this is the personal mix. This is the Metallica Mix 2.0, which I gotta get some better tape for. Metallica Mix 2.0 right here. And this right here is the UV mix. There's the UV mix right made from that white and black paint. And meanwhile, there is my Phantom right at the top, right there, which these products were supposed to be to turn my screen so dark you can't see it.
As you can see, the product can easily be made by just basically black and white paint. That's basically about it. But like I said, getting back to the postal fraud nonsense, as I said before, because we want to get off topic, we always get off topic when it comes to this individual. As I said before, that in both accounts, we got items here that weren't shipped or weren't supposed to be so. I kind of jumped off topic when I saw the demonstration. We went way into another topic. But long story short, Jamie, you shipped over 2 items. Again, we can basically prove, again, unboxing videos, the whole 9 yards, PayPal, transactions, all that stuff, clearly showing that you shipped over a product that wasn't so and that you committed postal fraud. Keep in mind, our products are backed by batch numbers and tons of test demonstrations, also to customers at the end of the day, that we can back our products up 100%. This is why I explain to people, be really careful about doing false demonstrations when a product has a batch number sitting on top of it, because we can easily go to court and say, look, Your Honor, this is how the product was working before we shipped it out. This is the reason why we do demonstrations in that area, because the areas are far more brighter than most customers at the end of the day, and the projectors we're using are much cheaper, older models, which means that that screen pulls up down there and we're not having a problem. We can back our products up 100%. So this is why we warn people at the end of the day. We have some customers at the end of the day that try to commit fraud, and this is why we advise for them to ship the product back to us, so that way we can do a live stream. Remember what happened to the 8-man projector incident? It didn't go well for that individual, did it? No, it did not. All right, with that being said, we're done here. I have got to do 2 demonstrations on some projector mapping for something, and then I got phone calls to make. I gotta go over and talk to these attorneys about getting this thing wrapped up so we can get this thing done. Once they give us that confirmation back to us that the investigation is now beginning, my hands are washed to the whole thing. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know why to this day you just, well, if you call yourself backing your products up, why in the world would you ship me over black paint and ship me over that nonsense? I guess you thought you were just being funny at the end of the day. Well, being funny now is making you some jail time, some serious jail time, and some crazy fines slapped to you because, you know, you used the United States Postal Service to commit these crimes. And it's kind of messed up, but that's what he does. Now, for anybody else can sit there and say, well, we can do, no, you can't do the same thing to me. I got batch numbers, buddy. That's why. We can show our product being tested before it ships out to you, and it comes out of a 5-gallon container, which means not only you got it, several other people got it too. So that's kind of hard to get around right there. And for those of you who are merchants on eBay, we advise you to do your batch numbers. Record your stuff before you ship it over to them. I don't care what it is, sneakers, cell phones, whatever it is. Make sure you have a recording of your stuff, time stamp it, everything. Even put the time stamp right there on the package, the box, whatever you got to do, so you can back that up. Because I used to sell on eBay, and I had situations where people were opening up my finished toys and taking items out. As a matter of fact, I had a Lion King playset. I think when the first Lion King came out, and I was missing 3 characters. They literally opened up the box, took out 3 of the characters that they want, sealed it back up, and then tried to mark it as a not as described nonsense. But if I had recorded it, everything when I was doing it, showing everything was legit when I was sending it over, that would have saved my neck. I lost money on that one. And they kept my items. So that's why I tell you from the door, record all your stuff before you ship it out, and then you're good to go. On top of that, this cuts down on a lot of fraud, because if a person's sending you over fake Air Jordans or sending you over a fake cell phone or whatever they may be sending you, they can't record that at the end of the day, because they just recorded basically them doing something stupid at the end of the day. They can't do that. And that's what I think that a lot of these sites need to start requiring batch numbers for everything. And that'll cut down on a lot of these people getting gagged at the end of the day and getting robbed, and merchants getting robbed because, you know, somebody feels a need to abuse the system. That'll fix a lot of that nonsense. Let me see. That would have been nice when I ordered. I had the Chrissy 505 projectors. I had 3 of those. 2 of them came in busted up. 1 of them actually worked. And when he posted, it was tested, it worked properly. And I go to plug it in, all the warning lights are flashing at the same time. That would have been nice if it came with a batch number. Because then that way I would have proof, okay, here it is, it's working perfectly fine, it's tested, got a video of it and all and everything, puts a number on it, the video attached to it, so I can always go back to the video and say, okay, there it is right there. But nope. Let me see. Let's go over to
Screen paint. Special thanks to our customers.
these are batch numbers. See that date sitting up there? That's why I tell people, I say, hey, you see that container? See that number sitting on the back of it? You know what that number stands for? That's a date. A date's attached to a video. So this is where, when people sit there and say, oh, it's not so and so, this is what happens to when you basically file a fake charge against me, or you go and you file a chargeback on me. This is what the bank sees.
Right there, you'll see a link that will take you directly to all test demonstrations done in this product. All our products are tested, guaranteed, and basically we have batch numbers under all technologies showing you exactly what you're getting before it's shipped to your front door. And you'll grab a few things. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab my charger. Oh, here's the charger up here. I keep losing this thing. Charger's upstairs, downstairs. All right, let's go over to the help you. Keep bugging out down here. What's going on? You gonna run over here? No. Let me locate myself on here. Come on, man. Sorry, work right. Ugh, I hate these phones. Charge don't work, charge don't work. Why when you want to put your charge in your all thumbs? There we go. All right, this is what the bank sees when you jokers try to keep my products. Because customers who, everybody goes through this in business. You're gonna have customers that are gonna be fantastic, best customers you ever had in your entire life, and then you're gonna have jerks. You have to go through jerks. So let me explain to you the individuals who choose to be jerks, what a batch number is. This is why we can't get charged for postal fraud, because we can back our products up. Not only that, be tons of test demonstrations under our products. That's where all your stuff is mixed. That goes on for a bit. Sometimes it's relaxing. First time you watch one of these. I usually don't watch some videos. Well, just from time to time, some of them, but I was on there that long. Gee whiz, it's relaxing. You have no idea. I love the mixer. It's so relaxing. Actually cleaning the unit down. I'm be doing that in demonstrations around a crowd of people, painting the screen and hitting it with a projector. Same thing I do, I'm gonna do it in front of other people. I think I'm gonna get myself a custom-made roller. It's gonna be freaking sick. And I might get a holster for it and just go slide it in. I want something that basically contracts over it, and I can slide it back in and just slide it in like a sword. And I'm getting me a customized. Actually, I'm getting one with the company's logo on it. I see how fast it takes me to paint this screen in. No time at all. No multi-coat applications, just paint it and you're done. I usually I'll paint my screens as I just pour paint in the middle, I go around the edges, and then I go up and down. That's it. That's it. All right, done that part. Now, the reason why, Jamie, you can't do batch numbers because you see how much light I had down there? Your screen would wash out down there easily. They don't show up down there. There's a lot of light. See the distance where my projector hits at? About 15 feet from the screen. Bam.
This is what I explained to you on the demonstration, that
And the screen's soaking wet.
going in and backing up their products, they claim us. That doesn't help you. We can back our products up. We do it all day. That's what we do. This product right here, we can go into the shopping cart and hit a link and go right to all test demonstrations. They can't even give you that. And especially
An hour and 40 minutes. That's how long batch numbers are. Something will be 2 minutes. I'm sorry, 2 hours. Versus Network Gray 773 in the microblend.
you were going to get that out of your projector, that would be a lie. You would have to own that projector to do it because it's different. Looking for that dark
Versus certified screens, white paper, network grade 773 and slip silver at the same time. Yeah. That'd pretty much be it about right there. That's the batch number for that one. Fusion technology. Let me see something real quick. Extreme Black Widow 39.
Next transfer from company's Crystal Edge Technology screen. The chain any remote controls to turn the volume down to the speaker.
This is the batch number we did. This is the most recent batch number we did. So this is the wallpaper? Let's see. Yeah, this was the wallpaper.
Let's go with this one.
You get a wallpaper screen in that one. I want to make sure. Yeah, because we gamed while we waited for the screen to dry. I remember that one. So this is one where we painted the Extreme 39 Black Widow onto the surface, and we did some gaming because the screen over here is the 39 Extreme Black Widow also too. So we did some gaming while we were waiting for the screen to dry. I remember that.
Exchange it for the same thing, but I don't know where you would have problems. Like I said, it could be a batch and dispatching our products. But if we go over your plane, like I said, we can get everything back to the product over again. It's very slim that we ever had any problem in the day videos we have here. But we have some people that are
I have to talk to the lawyers about that one. I think we're going to have something basically to cut down on people committing fraud. We're going to have a term where it would be an automatic $50,000 lawsuit for basically committing fraud against our company right from the door.
right there. If you're not 100% sure, we advise you to go near the gunmetal technology or to go near the 30 gates. Right. Other than that,
For violating a batch number. I'm going to get $50,000 fine. The attorneys draw up that paperwork for it. It's simple and plain. If you're honest and by the book, and we're sitting there showing you these demonstrations live, painting these screens in, mixing the product and showing it right there on live, then what's the problem? When you're going to basically deliberately do a fake demonstration against our product, knowing there's a batch number attached to it, we're going to make that a $50,000 fine. And we bring you to court.
they can back themselves. Just right now, we're doing the batch number right now for these customers right here. It gives them a
I'm pretty sure any merchant would love to have that at the end of the day. Any merchant that gets up in the morning, works hard, makes a product, and you always got to deal with them jerk customers that are always just going out to just basically commit wrong against you at the end of the day. We had one guy came in, we sent them like 3 different versions, same project, paint, 50 ounces to him. And he kept, for some reason, he kept saying he was running out of paint. I don't know what he was doing with it. And then he sat there and filed a claim saying, not as described, and we sat there and showed him, look, this is the batch number demonstration product was tested before he even got it. We won the claim. But then he got mad, he went back and did a chargeback on us, and guess what? He lost that one too.
Right there, that's it much.
Because the bank saw this.
That's what I had that customer telling me that 50 ounces on 120 screen.
See, are we talking about that? Yeah, we had somebody who did that, try to commit fraud against our company. And we caught him. And he lost the PayPal claim. He turned around and went around his banking institution and basically filed again. And we sent them the video right there. Was that video? Was that video or that video we sent them? It was a batch number video we sent over to them. Same thing like that. And that was the end of it. He lost the claim. Now he decided he wanted to take it to court. He would have got his clock cleaned at the end of the day. Everybody goes through it. Certified screens go through it. Everybody has to deal with the jerk. But it's kind of hard to deal with the jerk when you are the jerk, if you know what I mean. If you're backing your products up, then you deserve those people at the end of the day to come at you. If you're backing your products up 100%, then you have a right to fight for your products. How we paint this screen in so many different directions. I just realized I never watched myself paint the screen and I'm all over the map. Doesn't make a difference, it's street proof anyway. Relaxing to watch. And we get some awesome customers that contact us and keep up the great work. Thank you for your job, for the things you're doing. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, we're just trying to make a better product for everybody. And either way, you still got to deal with the jerks. You got to deal with the haters and people that are jealous at the end of the day. Yeah, you got to deal with that nonsense. But as long as you know your product does exactly what it's trying to do, you'll be okay. So this is revolving the screen. Put the fan on and let the screen dry as we do some gaming. So that's the same screen that's sitting over here. All right, delete the screen dry. Yeah, here we go, it's hanging up.
So you notice when it comes to our technology, I'm putting my bank, we're ready to do that. But as you can see when it comes to our technology, I can literally paint the screen and let it dry, play a game on another screen, switch it over, and it all snaps just like that. And we can do this in a food environment without the screen washing on our face. So I never skip a beat.
I won't betray you, but he's here.
Just remember to take the lens cap off, buddy.
Who will come out on top? Ready? Fight!
See, for white, making sure white levels. There's no white levels right there. Sure, everything you can see it all. Now let's go pull up some white snow demonstration.
Your budget boost with cold epic deals, like Sonoma goods for like women's tees for
So we got 2 certified screens.
There's no white levels.
We got
Show it upstairs.
network gray,
Down here in the back, so
silver screen versus on that black technology. Yeah, good luck in court. You're not gonna win that one. And again, we can back our stuff. That's the batch number, which means when somebody makes a claim that the screen was so dark, the image you showed on the screen was so dark you couldn't see anything on it. And I was like, how in the world is that our product at the end of the day? He said, well, that's how it came up. Now that was black paint that you painted onto the screen. The fellow who did it, that was black paint he painted on the screen. But this is how your product was before it was shipped to you, and then all of a sudden, the minute you get it, it doesn't work? All right.
yeah, we're gonna be posting, I'm gonna post a nice section on our website.
So that's what we're gonna put. Violation against a batch number is gonna be a $50,000 fine. I'm gonna slam you with, because again, as I said before, there's no excuse for it. We're sitting there doing all this work, designing the product, and make sure that the batch numbers take a while. We do the batch number, we ship it out to you, make sure everything's functioning correctly, and then we get somebody who comes in, not saying all of them, all of them are actually amazing, but we get those individuals, we get those ones at the end of the day that want to cheat, steal, get over on you. You know it's not going to happen. You'll find yourself sitting up in court trying to explain this video, that number that's sitting on that video attached to your container. This is our guarantee that our customers, that our products work 100%. Nobody else has a batch number except for us.
Batteries, so that way we try to see which train is pulling out the best color. We do this all day.
You stick a gray screen down there, it won't survive in that area. We're going to try to give you a batch number in the dark. How does that even work? There's a product next to slip silver. Another certified, another certified, another certified.
On that demonstration, contrast levels.
Running it back to white levels. Running it to white levels? Yep. Oh, we did the transition on this one. This is the transition.
And look at the basically that's supposed to be the future. What? Like this, what we have right over there.
All right.
Yeah, we can work.
There we go. If he had a batch number of his product before he shipped it out, we'd have never got a great paint. We'd have got exactly what we ordered, because again, it would have given the one against him. There's no way in the world you're going to ship us out a product. It gets here as black paint, and then your batch number is showing as gray. So that wouldn't look right. And again, knowing this joker, he probably would have did a batch number with black paint and did that dumb nonsense. But I think we would have known what we ordered when we went to the shopping cart. Because that product doesn't even come in black. Nor does the Frankenstein come in that color either. So he changed it to the last minute. That's what he did. So that's the reason why he's going to be prosecuted for committing mail fraud. And for those of you thinking at the end of the day that we can serve the same thing, no, because we have these videos right here back in our products. That number you're seeing right there, that's sitting on the side of your container, which means when we go to court, I can sit there and go, here you go, Your Honor, this is the video, this is the product that we shipped out to the customer. This was tested before it even laid in his hands. This is proof that our product worked. And it shows everything you can see in there. Color demonstrations, contrast demonstrations, white levels against white pieces of paper, against certified screens, against everyday great paint, black paint, it's all in there. That's why we advise people at the end of the day that if black technology is not for you, this is why you need to go over to the other site and you need to get the gunmetal that we have over there, or the other great products that we have. That's what you need to order. But they want that black OLED. It's not for you. Other customers, they love it. But it's not for you. They want that deep dark contrast levels, but they want the high white levels at the same time. They want both. It doesn't work that way. Maybe one day we'll have the technology, who knows? All right, well, with that being said, I got to get to work. I got to fill out these forms so I can send them over so we can start. We got some other things that have to be done. There's your address over there. I'll print it out. I'm good to go off our files. And I'll be submitting that to my other attorneys so we can start the process for copyright infringements. So so we can get that done too. We want all this to be in sync. When they start their investigation on you for post office fraud, we need that to also pop up too, that you've been tampering with government copyrights at the same time. Again, as I explained before, don't touch stuff that doesn't belong to you. At the end of the day, you don't have to worry about going to this road. And again, it would have been much better if you would just return my money to my account or just ship me down what I ordered. I don't know what the problem would have been. I really don't. What's the problem? That you couldn't ship down what I ordered. Or you couldn't put the money back in my account instead of doing something that's stupid at the end of the day. And that's what my friend was like, well, what's the problem? He can ship you down what you ordered? That's just him being funny, doing smart stuff. All right, smart stuff's gonna get you locked up for good. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna lose your freedom over that dumb nonsense. Should have went there and just basically just put my money back in my account. I would have preferred you put the money back in my account than doing something that stupid. My goodness, man. All right, people, I got work to do. Thank you for watching. And that's pretty much for anyone who wants to ask, why is Crow basically facing some more serious jail time and some serious fines? There you go. That's why. Gotta go, and God bless.